Hi everyone! I just wanted to come on here and thank every single one of you for your support, taking the time and effort out of your day to be there and cheer me on with the other girls. It means so much, especially at this time of the year. I couldn't thank you more, and I had such a fun time playing here in Auckland, and I hope I can be back next year.
For the first time in her career, Aryna Sabalenka broke into the WTA Top 50, which was the most unexpected response to Alex Eala. When questioned about the Filipino star's quick ascent during her run to the ASB Classic semifinals, the two-time Australian Open champion didn't hold back. Everyone is talking about what Sabalinka said, and it offers an intriguing insight into how top players perceive the upcoming generation rising through the ranks. Is the top 50 Alex Eala's ceiling? Or do you think she can make it into the top 20 by the end of 2026? Please share your guesses in the comment section.
Oh, what a point for Eala. Outstanding court coverage. The wheels in full motion there. My, oh my, that is impressive. Ridiculous tennis from Alex Eala.
A year ago, Alex Eala's accomplishment appeared unattainable. For the first time in her career, she is officially in the WTA Top 50 and is currently ranked 49th in the world. That is a significant accomplishment. She is now among the world's top players thanks to the enormous accomplishment. Let's consider this from a different angle. Eala was competing in ITF competitions, the lower tiers of professional tennis, at this time last year while rated 138th in the globe. She was competing in front of small audiences for modest prize money in the hopes of making a breakthrough. She is currently ranked 49th in the world, right next to Olympic medalists and Grand Slam winners. The breakthrough occurred at the WTA 250 ASB Classic in Auckland, New Zealand, which also happened to be Eala's coming out party. She proved she belonged at this level by dominating her way to the semi-finals and defeating elite opponents. Her quarterfinal encounter with Magda Linette of Poland was very noteworthy. Linette is not a helpless person. She advanced to the 2023 Australian Open semi-finals and was ranked as high as 19th in the world. You defeated her in straight sets, demonstrating the shot-making and poise that distinguish exceptional players apart from mediocre ones.
Oh, what a point for Eala. Outstanding court coverage. The wheels in full motion there. My, oh my, that is impressive. Ridiculous tennis from Alex Eala.
In the semi-finals, she then encountered Wang Xu from China. Ye's run was interrupted by Wang's outstanding tennis that day, but reaching the semi-finals was more than enough to propel Eala into the top 50. Everyone in Auckland was raving about the Filipino phenom who had announced her coming, even if top seed Aryna Sabalenka ultimately won the competition.
Alex Eala, the fourth seed, lays down a marker. Lets the rest of the field know that she is a true contender here at the ASB Classic, through to the quarterfinals in dominant fashion. 6-love, 6-2, Alex Eala marches on to the final 8.
Yeah, what a strong showing there.
Eala was hammering on the door and eventually kicked it down, as seen by her semi-final run, which moved her up one spot from her prior career high rating of 50. The ascent has been consistent, deliberate, and based on real outcomes rather than a single fortunate tournament run. This is when things start to get interesting. Aryna, during her pre-festival press conference in Melbourne, Sabalinka, the two-time defending Australian Open champion and one of the most dominant players in women's tennis, was questioned about Eala's breakthrough. Sabalinka went completely crazy with praise in response. Sabalinka exclaimed, "This girl is unbelievable," with sincere excitement. "I've been keeping an eye on her since she was a junior at the Rafa Nadal Academy. Although everyone knew she was unique, it's uncommon to see her succeed on the WTA Tour so quickly. It takes years for most players to rank in the top 50. She accomplished this in essentially just one season of competing in actual tour-level competitions." Sabalinka didn't end there. "The thing about Alex is that she doesn't play scared," she added. "She takes her shots. She competes as though she is a part of the group. And teaching that is the most challenging. You either possess that mindset or you don't. She possesses it. I come from Sabalinka, a person who understands exactly what it takes to be the best." That is a huge compliment. Not every young player that has a successful tournament receives praise from Sabalinka. Her remarks are all the more noteworthy because she is picky about who she acknowledges. However, Sabalinka also included something intriguing that sparked conversation. "The top 50 is fantastic, but it's also the hardest. Everybody in the top 50 is competent. Everyone is able to participate. There are other factors besides talent that separate 50 from 20. It's handling expectations, mental toughness, and consistency. Her next exam will be that. It's not shadow. That is the truth." Sabalinka is highlighting what each player learns upon breaking into the top 50. Maintaining that ranking demands a whole new level of dedication as the competition becomes considerably more difficult. Let's discuss the true implications of EA's ascent for women's tennis. It's not like the Philippines is a tennis powerhouse. The sports culture there is dominated by basketball. Tennis lacks the resources, infrastructure, and national attention that it receives in nations like the US, Spain, or Australia. Eala's accomplishment is even more remarkable because she overcame that obstacle. In professional tennis, no Filipino player has ever accomplished what she is doing. She is paving the way where none previously existed. She has benefited greatly from training at the Rafael Nadal Academy in Morca. It's more than just a tennis club. Future champions are created at this top-tier performance center. Eala has been training there for years, receiving top-notch instruction and competing against elite athletes. Eala has apparently received advice from Nadal himself during practice sessions. Your progress will be significantly accelerated when one of the best tennis players in history takes the time to impart knowledge to you. Eala immediately traveled to Melbourne for more preparation before to the Australian Open following her run at the ASB Classic. She is participating in the Invitational Kwong Classic, an exhibition event intended to provide players with match practice and warm-up prior to the start of the Grand Slam. "I was one of the 4 WTA players invited to the Kuyong Classic this year. That demonstrates the seriousness with which the tennis establishment views her. Now, unless the tournament organizers think you're a draw card, someone that fans want to see, you don't get invited to special exhibition events." Donna Visic from Croatia, a 2024 Wimbledon semi-finalist and Olympic silver medalist, and Priscilla Hahn from Australia were the other 3 women invited, providing the home crowd with a local to support. And Daniela Wachova, a 42-year-old former great and multiple Grand Slam mixed doubles champion from Slovakia, who is there for experience and nostalgia. The worst part is this. Before taking on Vake once more at Kuyong, Eala had already defeated her at the ASB Classic. With 4 WTA titles and a career-high ranking of 17, Vake is a true elite talent. Eala defeated her twice in a week, demonstrating a noticeable improvement from their first match, which was a 3-set struggle, to their second, which was a straight sets triumph. Players like Sabalinka are paying attention to that quick improvement. Beating a good opponent once with perseverance and tenacity is one thing. It's quite another to confront them again a few days later and defeat them more convincingly as a result of your improved execution and changes. That's what distinguishes a top contender. Other players started talking about Sabalinka's response. Several WTA players were reportedly talking about Eala's rise and its implications for the tour during practice sessions in Melbourne. Eala is viewed by certain players as a threat who will steal matches, take spots and draws, and cause problems for seasoned players who are accustomed to specific outcomes. She is viewed by other athletes as beneficial to the sport since she brings fresh vitality, an engaging narrative, and possibly millions of new Filipino fans. Eala has garnered enormous support from the Filipino community. Hundreds of Filipino admirers came to New Zealand to support her when she performed in Auckland. There will be an even greater Filipino presence when she performs in Melbourne. Tennis needs a fan base with that level of fervor. Enthusiastic, boisterous fans who produce a thrilling environment. After defeating Eala, Donovac even made a comment about the Filipino support, stating, "There's so many of you guys with genuine amazement at how many people had shown up to cheer for EA." This fan base travels, makes purchases, and generates excitement. The organizers of the tournament adore that. Let's now deal with the big issue. Is EA a flash in the pan who will eventually return to obscurity, or can she maintain this success? She appears to be the real deal based on the evidence. Her ascent has not been based on a single, miraculous competition. Over several events, there has been consistent improvement. Last year, she defeated EGA Swiatek to go to the Miami Open semifinals. At Eastbourne, she advanced to her first WTA final. She has been competing against elite opponents at a high level on a regular basis. Additionally, her game works effectively on a variety of surfaces and circumstances. She is not a one-dimensional player who excels on a certain kind of court. Her serve is getting better. She has strong, reliable ground strokes. She moves really well. She appears to be more mature than her 20 years. It's unfair to draw comparisons between Emma Raducanu's quick rise and subsequent difficulties. After winning the US Open as a qualifier, Raducanu had to deal with a lot of pressure and expectations right away. Instead of one incredible tournament run, Eala's ascent has been more steady, more durable, and based on a foundation of consistent results. It's worth taking a closer look at Sabalinka's remarks that the top 50 is where things get very difficult. She is entirely correct. It's an accomplishment to break into the top 50, but maintaining that position and moving up calls for a different kind of performance. Every opponent in the top 50 poses a threat. Every game is a struggle. The difference between winning and losing gets quite narrow. Because you're playing more matches at a higher intensity, physical conditioning becomes essential. Because you are under pressure with every game, mental toughness becomes crucial. This is where my training at the Nadal Academy might be really beneficial. This facility emphasizes the emotional and physical components of elite competition in addition to technical proficiency. They instruct athletes on how to cope with pressure, recuperate in between games, and stay focused during protracted competitions. Eala's ability to perform at a Grand Slam with high expectations will be put to the test for the first time at the Australian Open. She was eliminated in the first round of qualifying last year. She is assured a place in the main draw this year. Although that is a significant advancement, there is pressure involved. Her victory in matches will be anticipated by Filipino supporters. The media will keep a close eye on her. Her opponents will have researched her game and devised plans to take advantage of any flaws. Is she able to manage that? Most likely, based on what we've seen thus far. Her ability to remain composed under pressure has been remarkable. She didn't play like someone who is content to be on the same court as a champion when she met Swiatek in Miami. She played with the intention of winning. That boldness is valuable and uncommon. The way EA has managed the focus is also intriguing. Instead of getting sucked by the excitement, she has been modest, appreciative, and focused on ongoing development. She discusses how much she still needs to learn, gives her family credit for keeping her grounded, and places more emphasis on the effort than the outcomes. As her expectations rise, that mindset will help her. The worst thing that young athletes can do is to start thinking they've already succeeded and believing their own hype. The top players, such as Sabalinka, are aware that being in the top 50 is only the start, not the end. Eala's ranking trajectory is ideally positioned for future growth. Due to her participation in lower-level competitions at this time last year, she will be defending few points over the next months. Her rating will rise dramatically with each victory at larger competitions. She could break into the top 30 by the middle of the year if she can string together consistent results, not necessarily winning events, but consistently making it to the quarterfinals and semifinals. It's not impossible for her to place in the top 20 if she takes off and wins one or more WTA titles. Sabalinka's response to Eala's success also sheds light on the current culture of women's tennis. The best players don't seem to be intimidated by fresh potential. Instead, they seem to be encouraging it. They understand that new stars are beneficial to the sport because they provide new narratives and increase viewership. That does not imply that they will treat Eala lightly when they play her. If they play, Sabalinka will completely destroy her. However, there is sincere admiration and support for her accomplishments off the court. It will be exciting to watch the Australian Open. A lot will depend on Eala's draw. She has a real chance to go to the third or fourth round if she is matched favorably in the first round. Even if she receives a top seed right away, it will still be a worthwhile learning experience. The trajectory is evident regardless of Melbourne's particular outcome. Alex Eala is here to stay. She is not a short-lived, sentimental tale. She is a serious competitor who will continue to make waves on the WTA circuit for many years to come. You can tell how seriously the tennis world is taking her presence when someone like multiple Grand Slam champion Aryna Sabalenka, who has seen it all, goes crazy praising her playing. That's it. Alex Eala made it into the top 50, and Aryna Sabalenka validated everyone's suspicions. This is only the start. Click like and subscribe for the most recent updates if you wish to follow Eala's journey and receive more coverage of tennis's rising talents. Which player do you think will advance to the Australian Open, Eala or Sabalenka?